Okay, what to eat? I think we don't need to sit here and list what's good and what's not good, right? I mean, I would probably guess that most of you out there understand what is healthy and what's not, right? And we all know that some broccoli is healthy, spinach, lean protein, and we know a piece of cake and can of Coke and chips aren't healthy. So we kind of know what's healthy and not. So why doesn't everyone eat what they should, right? And I think it comes down to a choice. You really don't want to eat good. And that starts with that mentality, which we talked about in an earlier video. So that's up to you to get that right. And I think a lot of it has to do with plan and preparation, lack of that. And then two is maybe they know what to eat, but they don't know when to eat and things like that. So let's tackle some of these here in this video. Again, I don't think we need to list what's healthy and not. But here's the thing. Number one, let's get some quick little myths and things out of the way. Fat is not bad. If you still think that eating fat is bad, you're probably stuck in the 80s, right? 90s, early 90s. That's when they're introducing low-fat chips and Snackwell's low-fat. But guess what they did? They just pumped it with more sugar, more salt, and more chemicals. So that wasn't the answer. So fat isn't bad. You just got to be eating the right fats. And remember, fat's good for your body, energy for the brain. It's good for function. So don't be scared of fat. And then when it comes to carbs, carbs get a very bad rap, but it's the type of carbs, right? It's the processed carbs that we want to stay for, right? Those breads, pastas, cereals, those type of things. Those processed carbs are what you want to avoid. Good things like quinoa and sweet potatoes and veggies and those sources of carbs are totally fine. So try to get those myths out of the way. Eating protein is going to make you bulky, or if you have protein shakes, going to make you big and bulky. All those type myths, kind of take those and get those out of the way. So when you're looking at your eating, just keep it simple for yourself. Anytime you're going to have a plate of food, try to have some sort of protein. Try to have some sort of vegetable, ideally a green, right? Greens would be ideal, spinach, broccoli, Brussels, salad, somewhere along those lines. If you can have some sort of fiber, would be awesome involved in there, and some sort of quality fat. So that fat could be an olive oil or an avocado oil or something along those lines in your salad dressing or on your vegetables. It could be avocado. It could be maybe some nuts sprinkled on your stir fry. It could be some chia seed on your or flaxseed on your salad. There's numerous ways you could get there with that. The fiber could be in the form of beans. It could be the form of vegetables. So there's a lot of ways you can go with that. But take your plate, make sure there's plenty of vegetables and greens, protein, and ideally if you could get some sort of fiber and fat on there as well. And what that's going to do is it's going to help keep your body where you want it to be regulatory wise. It's going to help you from a hormonal standpoint, and it's going to help keep you full. And remember, protein is good because not only does it help you build lean muscle, but it actually takes a lot of energy for your body to break down within the body, and it's going to help keep you full, as does the fiber. So think about that with your plate. If you can get those greens and protein each meal is ideal. Now, in terms of breakfast, lunch, dinner, here's the thing. You don't need 50 million menu items, right? I know myself and everyone else I know, we generally as humans tend to eat the same things, right? Usually it's some mix of 4 to 5 things for lunch, some mix of 4 to 5 things for dinner, breakfast, snacks. So all you have to do is find a couple things you really like and then just cycle those things in. If the only 3 vegetables you like are Brussels, broccoli, and cauliflower, don't force yourself to eat green beans. Take those 3 vegetables, cycle them in within your meals. That'll give you just enough variety without getting bored, but also make sure that you're actually eating and liking what's on your plate. So just pick a couple things, identify what those are, and attack it that way, right? In terms of, calories, calorie counting just is not going to be the way to go, because who wants to count their calories? Honestly, I highly doubt the rest of your life you're gonna sit there with a scale, put something on a scale, sit there and count everything. That's no way to live life. I don't wanna live that way. I don't think you guys wanna live that way. So I don't want you to calorie count.